him in the city, and he took us down. So, of course, we had to reach out.
And we caught up with him while he was home in Sacramento, and he was kind enough to join Team 2K TV to hopefully help.
The Pelicans getting off the bus and heading into the building. To a man, they look in. All right, let's take a look at New Orleans' starting lineup. Zion and Tice together down low. C.J. McCollum is out there with MP. And for Oklahoma City, Dort and Holmgren. A lot of defense at the 3 and the 4 for him. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 spot. And when you look at the numbers for these teams, Brent, they both pile up assists.
Those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
Now here's Wallace. Up and over McCollum. And too long on the shot. And so McCollum will bring it up for New Orleans. It's a 3-point game. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Now, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. About a minute played here so far in the first. Pass to Dort. And here's Holmgren. Over Williamson. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, and certainly room for growth from Holmgren in the mid-range. But good to see him taking the shot rather than passing on it.
He's established himself as an MVP candidate. But what is the ceiling of SGA in your mind, Brent?
Well, if he's there now, isn't that good enough, BA? I mean, this guy has a chance to win an MVP award in the next 6 or 7 years and is going to be considered that caliber of player for that stretch. That's pretty awesome. He can put up big numbers, which is more impressive.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Revenge. Alexander coming right back for 3 of his own.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and we got right to it. The question of how do you stop Zion? From what Coach told me, it's all about being physical. He said, we're not going to let him run us over in the lanes or just stomp us inside. We're going to fight back hard. So it sounds like Coach is expecting high effort physically from his team.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's MP. 27 points his last game. Takes a 3. Out to McCollum. Pass to MP. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And the Pelicans get it back. Here's Tice. And finally they hit one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable. I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Stripped away. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Here's Wallace. 3-pointer, no good. And so MP will bring it up for New Orleans. They lead by 4. Their first chance this season playing the Thunder.
And this squad bumped them out of the playoffs in the first round last year. That hurts a little bit.
Pure from 3-point range. MP's got 12 points in the game.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is...
Substitution on the floor.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4. Hartenstein, the 5. Cason Wallace out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Thunder trail by 10. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Wallace. Clock at 6. That's tipped. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And here's New Orleans now. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Mavericks, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for New Orleans, they're fighting their way up into a higher position, trying to put those early season issues behind them and get where they believe they belong.
And he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
MP against Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. 6 to shoot. Back to Hartenstein. Over Tice. Hartenstein. It's good on the putback.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
The Pelicans lead by 11. To the inside. Here's Tice. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Wallace, right side. Launches a 3. Alvarado with a rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And already one of the more consistent three-point shooters. Cason Wallace is lethal from outside, Brent.
Really impressive BA in his first year to shoot over 40% from 3. Pretty selective in the ones he took, but still his number one attribute is how disruptive he can be defensively at that guard position. So slippery in there. Gilgeous-Alexander makes great adjustments to get what he wants.
Boston's checked in for New Orleans. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current system. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. They grab their own miss. Another shot. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries yet again. SGA using that size.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
From deep, MP. Dort grabs the miss.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more...
And so it's New Orleans with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter.
40, the Pelicans, 49.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
So for New Orleans right now, Zion and Tice together down low. MP is out there with C.J. McCollum. Well, Brent, after ups and downs, it seemed like New Orleans is really trending in the right direction.
Now, their path has not always been easy. It's a bit indicative of the city itself. It's a resilient place with resilient people that take a lot of pride in the comeback. So this team has had personnel changes, coaching changes, injuries, but the Pelicans have certainly become a team in the past couple seasons where the future is much brighter than its past.
MP looking it over. Let's go with a 3. Hits the trifecta. MP's got 21 points in the game.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
MP outside. This one for three. And another three for New Orleans.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for OKC. They trail by 11. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. On the wing, MP. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And here's MP from outside. Connects from downtown. MP's got 9 points in the quarter.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Holmgren against Williamson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Pelicans lead by 12. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
MP against Gilgeous-Alexander. Tice with the defensive effort.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
They get it back. Blocked! And they'll get another chance.
I love how active Murphy is on offense because it forces the D to have to foul him.
Well, Brent, we've seen Trey Murphy grow into a prototypical 3-and-D wing.
Well, what's been most impressive, B.A., is you thought it was just his shooting. That's been better than advertised. He's also starting to show you he can rebound.
Substitution.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4. Hartenstein, the 5. Isaiah Joe is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Caruso in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
He's off on the layup. New Orleans leading by 18. And here's MP. 4-3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. MP with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And here's MP from outside. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander gets the 3 to fall. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points in the quarter.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
The shot by Ingram, no good. Thunder trail by 18. Lets it go from 11. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good. And New Orleans shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Pelicans.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score it like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Gilgeous-Alexander against MP. Pass to Holmgren. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
MP outside. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Ingram against Caruso. Hardenstein passes to Caruso. Gilgeous-Alexander against MP. Shot clock at 5. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. The shot from 20 feet out. Off on that one. And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you later.